Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good. How are you all? Fine. Now, in yesterday's class, we discussed how to do the CRUD REST API with MongoDB. We connected MongoDB into our system. We put MongoDB, Node.js, Express.js, and with frontend with JavaScript. In real applications, people will put something called Angular or React. Majority Angular goes with .NET or Java, so people goes here with you know uh, React only. The full architecture of any application consists here. We already know this all. Okay, a quick glance of everything. A strong fundamental in backend will help you to understand how the applications runs. Every application contains here client and server. Every application contains client and server. Now, if you see, we know basic that client requests the server, server responds to the client. Sir, I am revising all the topic one more time. Client requests the server and server responds to the client. Every application contains three layers. How many layers? Three layers. One is called presentation layer. Presentation layer means what you see on screen. Another one is called application layer, what actually runs your application. And another one is called data layer. But sir, does your data layer connects to presentation directly? Does your database connects to your presentation directly, ma? No. Your database never connects to the presentation directly. Instead, your database will be connected to the backend. The database and the data layer connected to the application layer, and the application layer connect to the client. How does application layer connects to the client? How does client connects to the application layer? Client requests to the server or server request to the client through APIs. Through APIs. APIs are the endpoints that will have some functionality. Basically, they are just some endpoints with having some functionalities, some functions. Okay. Who will create these APIs? Who will create these APIs, sir? Backend Express will create the APIs. Now backend will create it. Using Node also I can create the APIs. Basically, backend work, server work is to create the APIs. Frontend will use them. That's it. Now, if I go in depth of this, now we are going to the depth of the server. In server, what will happen, sir? Whenever your application comes, the application will look for some certain page called server.js. First, where it will go, sir? Server dot. Then from server.js, we will go to the routes. Where it will go, sir? Routes. You will give certain route, na? After this route, if you give any middleware, again I'm telling, if you give any middleware, it will go to middleware. Like today, we will put in a middleware called auth, like authorization middleware. You can put middlewares, na? What is a middleware? Like, if you remember earlier, we discussed this. Middleware is something like from before going to the function in controller, you will check it in middle something, and you wanted some function to work in middle. That is called middleware. Like, for example, sir, give me my orders. What are my previous orders in Amazon? I want to check. When I check it, do you think Amazon will give my previous orders directly? Amazon will check whether this guy is Prasad or not, whether this guy logged in or not. वो पहला check करता है. If that is correct, then only it will go that particular route. Are you getting my point, sir? Online, are you all getting my point? Then from middleware, we will go to the controllers. This controllers contains the logic. Controllers are the functions which contains the logic. See, actually, we created this API 3 times. We did, if you remember, only Node.js I created API, REST API. Only with Express.js I created a REST API. When Express.js with MongoDB, I created a REST API. Right? Ultimately, REST API is a backend. But in first 2 times there are no controllers, no models, no routes. Directly also you can do. But when you go for bigger applications, this structure is important. The controllers contains the logic. These controllers will have it like connected to the models. What it will be connected, ma? Models. And this models will take the data from DB. From model again, it will go to controllers. Okay. And controller will give it directly to server.js. Sorry, will give it to routes. Routes will give it to the server.js and it will come back to the screen. For connecting this database, we will write it some kind of db.js, which is for connection, right? Extra files. What are the extra files we write? We write one extra file such as db.js for connection, .env for environments, .env is for secret files, .gitignore files. Anyone have any doubt, ma? Online, does anyone have any doubts here? Online, anyone have any question? Yesterday I used here JavaScript and I used fetch method. If you use React also, you will use same thing, fetch method only. What is gitignore file is if I am uploading it this file, for example, see, for example, I am uploading this particular file. This particular MVC I am uploading into screen. When I'm uploading, can you see in node modules how many are there? This many files are there, na? Okay. Why do I want to upload all of them in GitHub? Waste of time, na? If that is not there also, if node module is not there also, anyway package.json contains all the list. What are the files I dependents are there? If you write npm install again, it will be installed automatically. So I don't want this node modules to be uploaded. The same way, .env contains my secret things. Why do I give my secret things to you? I don't want my secret things to upload. In these cases, if you don't want something to upload by Git, then you will write them in git ignore. Those files will never be uploaded. For env I am like only general env I wrote. Okay, but if I write it here */vnv, that means anywhere env will be ignored. Any questions? Online, anyone have any questions, ma? Has anyone tried complete CRUD? Are you guys trying it daily? Yes sir, no? कुछ बोलो रे. Trying? Good. Sir, once you finish this, please tell what is Git and GitHub, how to push the files and from the terminal and how to pull the code from the GitHub. You guys don't know Git and GitHub? I will tell it. This is important. Okay, Git and GitHub is important. I have problems in running the CRUD code. Tell me any problem you guys faced. Tell me, sir. Now, today we will learn about more interesting thing: authentication and authorization. Authentication. What is authentication? Authentication verifies users' credentials, users' credentials user credentials and check whether the user existed or not. Like exactly, exactly who the user is. For example, log in with email or password, mobile with OTP, with OTP, Google, etc. Biometric or anything. All are authentication only. Biometric is also authentication only. Now, imagine, sir, there is one kind of school software is there. In one school software, sir, students are there, teachers are there, admins are there. In one school system, students are there, teachers are there, admins are there. When I'm going into the application, I am a student. I entered my email, I entered my password. If I entered email and password, first it will check who am I. Is it like correctly email is correct or not? Is it existed or not? Yes. Is the password existed or not correct? Is the email password matching or correct? Yes. Then it will allow me inside, right? But sir, what is allowed to me? It is allowed to me only student dashboard because I'm student. Can I access teacher dashboard? Got my point. I am actually valid person. I am inside the like I am in the inside the school only. I registered. Okay, I have email password. My email password are correct. But can I log in as a teacher? No, because my email password are student. There is something one function called delete student, or delete fees, or reduce fees, give discount. Who is having this facility? Admin is having this facility. Imagine admin can delete students. Admin can, remove the students or something kind of, give discount. Can a student can do that? No, because if student is doing giving the discount, application is wrong. Basically, there should not be a chance that users bypass their roles. Every user have their role, and they should stick to their roles, isn't it? That kind of thing is called authorization. 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 Authorization verifies what user can do. It's like what earlier what user is, who is that is, but now what he can do. It defines what actions an authenticated user, an authenticated user is allowed to perform. For example, in Amazon, customers can view products and buy, dealers or sellers can upload products, manage and sell them. Sell. Right? Sir, if you have Amazon seller account, you can upload your own product na. People will buy it na. Online any doubts? No. Usually authentication will be in the middleware. Types of authentication. There are several ways. There are several ways to authenticate get a user. An user. They are basic authentication. It is based on username and password. Here, header is not secured. It is used in early APIs. In olden times, like the APIs, people used it. Sir, someone will give email, sir. Email is one string, na. Someone will give password, sir. Password is one string, na. Take the both, send it to backend directly how you will send it normally, and backend will take them both and will directly go to DB and check them. This is one of the most unsecured way. People don't do that. Why? Because if you are sending anything to backend, people can see the details when they inspect, right or not? And we don't want it to see if you keep it in that. Second, when the request goes to the backend also, the request like should be checked like for example, someone logged in. Whether this guy next time when I open Netflix, I logged in. Next time when I open Netflix, already my login should be there. Okay, every time email or password will not check. Most important thing, what if someone somehow access my database? They can see all my passwords now, all users passwords now, and I don't want. You direct me for store. How do you store Prasad name? Prasad only. But how do you store Prasad password? Not directly. If Prasad password is 1234, it should not store 1234. It should store something hashing password. If you are directly storing the password as a string, there is a risk in it. But this is how people do it in early times. Now, yes, pcrypt.js. That is good. Hashing we will do. There is something called session based authentication. Here, server stores server stores a session ID with cookies. It keeps the login. It keeps the login till the session is active. Later, session will be expired, forcing user to log in again. Anyone tried banking websites? Like in online, anyone tried net banking? You guys anytime opened the net banking websites, my SBI or any banking websites? If you open it, what will happen is you will log in into that SBI website. Don't do any work. Just leave it for 10 minutes. After that, you will automatically log out. Right? Have you ever seen that? That is because session is expired. Session is expired. Now, next, we will do it. Don't worry how the session works. Token based authentication. This is what the JWT. It is the most famous one. Here, server issues server issues a signed token signed token and client stores it. Modern application people are using it. JWT. JSON. What is full form of JWT? We will do it. JSON web tokens. JSON web tokens. Next, JSON web tokens. Next one, sir. OAuth or single sign on. Single sign on. Makes the user sign up or log in with third party accounts like Google, Facebook, GitHub, etc. You go to some website, sir. In that website, if you want to register or if you want to sign up, instead of using email password, you can directly click Google. Google, you sign up with Gmail, automatically it will also sign up. From GitHub also you can sign up some applications that they will authorize. Those kind of authorization is authentication is called single sign-on. People do it like Apple one or something kind of one. Different systems do different things. Or 2FA. OTPs. Here, users verifies the numbers or mails and send the OTPs to verify them. Email OTP or SMS OTP. For email OTP, people will use it some kind of SMTP protocol. For emails, people uses something called SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. For SMS, people will use some kind of services. SMS services people will use. There are some kind of SMS services people will use their services. API key on verifies user based on their provided API key. If you've done any front end logic, you've done any front end logic like fetch, have you guys tried with any Gemini API or ChatGPT API or any API in your applications? For example, imagine sir, I wanna put ChatGPT in my application. Then user will come to my application, ask me what is 2 plus 2. Like I will do it. You try, you do it. I will show you. Weather API is kind of classic example. Go here. For example, you try, you see this weather API. See, I have one weather application. In this weather application, imagine I write here Pune. If I type it here, it is not working, I think. I will show you weather app. See, if I type it here Pune, and if I type it here search, Pune weather is coming now. Sir, how does that weather, like how I know the weather? I don't know the weather. User will ask me weather. I will ask some another API. In front and in JavaScript classes, they will tell you this. So user is asking me, I am asking some kind of another application. See, user is asking me what is Goa's weather, Goa. And when user is clicking here, I am asking another website. What website I am asking here? API, weather app, something, something, na? But sir, how does that API weather app will give? Do you think it will give it for everyone? No. It will be like if you create an account in that particular weather app, it will give you one API key. And if you are passing same API key, say I'm passing the API key. If you are passing same API key and it will check whether this API key is correct or not, then only it will give answer to you. Based on API key, it will verify. That is called API key auth. These are the most famous authentications are existed. Any doubts ma online? Online, any doubts? No. Good. Write it here. JWT. JWT stands for JSON Web Tokens JWT stands for JSON Web Tokens. How it works is how it works is user sends email and password. User sends email and password to certain route like login. For login, they are sending it. Then server verifies email and password. Server generates JWT token signed with some secret key, and then server sends token to client. So what will happen? The client stores this token, stores this token, some kind of local storage or session storage or some cookies. Next time login from client. This time what will happen? Client sends token, not login only. Next time request. Please write it. Next time request from client. Like not only login, he is going dashboard or kuch bhi. Every time he's doing some request, it is checking it like it will send it like some token, whatever the token it is having it in authorization header, and server verifies the token, verifies the token using secret key. If valid, access is granted. Every JWT, every JWT contains header, payload, and signature. Header contains type, algorithms, etc. And payload contains user details like ID, name, email, password sent by client. Client will send this. And signature created by using using secret key. It's some kind of random word. It is random. Sir, how can we know secret key when we sign in? You don't know secret key. That is the interesting part. You don't know secret key. I will have it that secret key, that server having it. What is cookies? Someone asked it. Sir, in front end, people will teach you. Cookies are temporary storage. Cookies are the temporary storage. Whenever you are going for any application, what files you checked in that application, where you are there, like where exactly you have started, where exactly which buttons you clicked, which pages you checked. Everything is stored by some kind of temporary memories that is called cookies. Right? Now let's go here. Let's see this. Now, everyone see this. So, here, user, client is user. Online, please try to understand, sir. I will explain it one more time. Client is the user. So, someone come to my website, prasad.com. In prasad.com, he is logging in. What he will give? He will give when he log in, he will give username and password. What he will give my username and password. This username and password will go to server, sir, because server already created that API. That API only it will come here. This API server will validate these credentials. It will check it like whether this username is correct or not, whether this password is correct or not. Correct, na? After it doing it, server will create something called JWT. What it will create, ma? JWT. Tell me what is JWT? JSON Web Tokens. Okay. How it will create that JWT? To create this JWT, it will use one secret key. I will tell you. Okay. But after creating JWT, it will send that JWT to the user client. Client will store this JWT. Next time, imagine client is asking something. Client is asking, give me dashboard. give me dashboard. This is my token. And then it will check it. Is token is correct or not? Oh, what is this token? Oh, this is Prasad's token. Then automatically it will go for data. If the token is wrong, it will not go. If I go here, if I go to the Netflix, I open here netflix.com. Sir, when I open here netflix.com, you guys tell me, why do you think Prasad is logged in? Why do you think Prasad's screen is coming? Online, are you all getting my point, ma? Anyone guess why do you think this screen is coming? When you open the screen, do you think for you also it will open same screen? No. Let me open it in incognito mode. I opened same link na in both. Why one is showing it that link? Why another one is showing this link? I opened netflix.com/browse. Automatically it went to login here. But here it went to directly the Tim Prasad. Because we have already logged in, sir. How it will know, sir, I'm already logged in? क्योंकि first time when I logged in, first time when I log in, this one went to the server. Server created one, JWT. Server sent that JWT to me. That is stored in my cookies here. If you go right click, inspect, and you can see here. Can you see here cookies? All the cookies are stored here. So I will delete these cookies. कोई cookies है sir? I will even delete the session storages, local storage just for a safe side. Okay. Now, sir, anything is stored in my browser, sir, now? पूरा delete कर दिया. मेरा पास token होना है. Like if client is having the token, when I'm going to dashboard, client should send this token to the server. But if client is not having token, client will not send. Then server is like तुम्हारे पास token नहीं है. तो क्या करता है? फिर login करो. Right ना? If I have the token, now if I go here, now you see you are having this all, but तुम्हारे पास token नहीं है because you did not logged in. But if I log in here now, email and passwords are there. I'm sending my email and my password, and it will go here and it will update this particular netflix.com. In this, it will contain the some kind of new values. If you see earlier, so many values are there, but now there are some kind of different values. This is like the fonts. Okay, secure Netflix ID. Some kind of things will be there. Okay, and Netflix ID. This is cookie value. See? Now, what if, sir, again, some kind of NFBDID? Maybe this is a login ID, GSID, or some kind of login ID, some kind of token will be there. Now, if I remove this particular ones again and go here, again login आ रहा है क्योंकि मेरे पास कोड है कुकी आई डिलीटेड इट. Any doubts here now? Online, are you all getting my point? Sign up is same. Sign up and sign in are actually same. The only difference is in sign up, when you sign up, your details will go to the backend and they will store and send you the token. When you sign in, they will go to the backend and they will check and they will send you the token. Front end को कोई difference नहीं पड़ता. In front end, whether you do sign up or sign in, basically they will get one token. That's it. In login, there is a chance error might happen. In sign up, there is no error basically. Okay, but this is how basically it works. But sir, how is that JWT create, sir? वो JWT कैसे created करता, sir? JWT is created using some kind of algorithms. Using some kind of algorithms. There are different kinds of algorithms. The popular ones like HS256 or SHA-256, some kind of algorithms will be there. JWT contains JSON Web Tokens. Okay, it contains three parts. How many parts, sir? You tell me what are the three parts? Header, payload, signature. Just now we discussed. हेडर के अंदर क्या रहता है सर? टाइप रहता, एल्गोरिथम रहता. JWT टाइप है. क्या एल्गोरिथम यूज कर रहे तुम? HS256. So 256 bit character code will be created using this. Okay. You don't do this. Automatically JSON Web Token algorithm will do that. Now it will take this payload and it will also take it something called signature. In signature, whether you are taking it like secret keys or whether you are taking it base 64 1, whether you are using some kind of crypto algorithms, those kind of things will check. 90% of the times people will go with secret keys. People will have a separate key called secret key. What is this secret key? Acha, imagine someone told me, someone told me, hi, okay, but I don't want anyone to know what that user sent me. So I write it here. This one I changed into this, and I sent by. Automatically, it is converted into. Anyone guess what happened here? Can anyone decrypt this? You will see only GH and AXD. Can you go from GH and AXD to buy and high? Check what happened. It's not a brain teaser, it's a simple one. Any guess? How does GH changes to high? How does AXD changes to buy? Are you all getting my point, ma? अरे वो सिंपल लॉजिक है रहा है. एक लेटर माइनस कर दिया मैं. Here B is there, I write A. Here Y is there, I write X. Here E is there, I write D. Right now? But people when they see GH and AXD, can they know anything? No. So the point is very simple. If they know that secret key, what is secret key? Letter minus. Then they will know actual message, na? If they don't know this actual secret key, they don't know. Same way to convert this thing into another thing, we will keep something called secret. There is a secret key. Using that secret key only, you will convert it. Okay. Now, secret key is a random. You can put any kind of random one. Now, header and payload will be combined with secret key. Okay. And whenever you are verifying it, again, the secret key will convert this particular one into header and payload. Who are you? Prasad. What's your email? a@ga.com. What is your password? Something. But I will not give you that. Instead, I will change it. I will give you AX1345221 something something. Okay, nice. But next time I am asking, who am I? Verify. When it will convert this AX into name Prasad. email a@a.com. Are you getting my point, sir? Online, is it clear, everyone? This is how people use it. There is a way called asymmetric. In some people will use this asymmetric, which is kind of more secured, but people kind of don't do it like because it's kind of complex. People uses two keys instead of one key. People uses private key and public key. Public key is available to everyone. Private key people will use same like secret key, but it will have it like two keys logic. Does anyone have any doubts here? Online, anyone have any questions? Again, sir, explain what part you want me to explain. Everything it will work it in the same way. I will show you different kind of things. Cookies, authentication, cookie based authentication, SSO authentication. Now, if you see here, authentications, every authentication works in a similar purpose. There is a something called session based also. I told you. In session based, what will happen? Client gives username and password. Server stores this session in some kind of server memory. It will give you some kind of cookie. Can you see this? Set cookie session ID something, some it will give some big ID, some big number. This cookie will go to the client. Next time onwards, it wants a user data. It will also send cookie. Same like JWT token, how we will create. We will create something called cookie. Okay, but every cookie contains some kind of session, and the session contains some expiry time. After that particular time, that cookie will not be used. That session will be expired. So at that time, it will compare the session ID, whatever the data is there, or something kind of one, and it will be okay. And if it is not, if the session is expired, it will again not give any data. If it is not expired, it will give you the data. This is session based one. Or you go to the applications like Google. Some applications, for example, here, if I wanted sign in, I can even use something called Google sign in. I will give it here, not this, but if I go to the Amazon or some Flipkart or something, they will ask you Google, directly sign in with Google. That directly signing with Google is called SSO, single sign on. So user will try to access some particular app in single sign on. What will happen? That app will give whatever the service provider, Google or Facebook or something, that app will generate one token, and then app will check whether this guy is correct or not. It will authenticate, and then it will provide all the details like Google will give my email, my password, my date of birth, everything to this particular app, and then it will give you the user, and it will log in. Simple. Anyone have any questions, sir? I hope no. Online, sir? Explain JWT secret key. JWT secret key is one random secret key. JWT secret key is a random number. Using that, you will convert. For example, sir, 142. I write it here. 3 6 4. I am showing the user 364, but actual message I want to give is 142. How does user know that 364 is 142? Can anyone tell me how did I converted this into this? I added plus 2 na? Okay. So then this one no one knows. Only I know. No one knows in the system. Okay. But there is one secret algorithm. What is that secret algorithm I used? Plus 2. Using this plus 2 only, I converted this particular one into this particular one. Now, if anyone wants a decrypt, I can use this plus 2 and I can get it the original message. Na? Are you getting my point, ma? But you should know this. If you have only this middle secret one, you can convert this, changed message into actual message. Those kind that middle one is called the secret key. Okay, using secret key, people will take this header. See, people will take this header. What is header? JWT type algorithm HS256. What is user ID? User ID is John. User email is john@test.com. But you know what will be the answer it will send? It will send it something like EXE53421 dot. It will send it like this. But sir, can you find the what is who is user, who is user, who is their mail ID, what is their mail ID, what is their password? Can you see by seeing this? Can you tell anything by seeing this? No. All you can do is इसके अंदर 3 parts रहता. But how do you tell sir? How do they know? उसके पास backend के पास एक secret key रहता. Using that secret key, backend will check that whether this guy is what is his payload, convert that back, convert his secret back, kind of one. Is it clear, man? Now, actually, Padi, payload or what, sir? This is payload. What you sent, what client sends to you, server is called payload. Client will give email, password, or whatever the user ID, whatever the things are called payload. I hope remaining people are also clear. Good. Tomorrow, I will do one more application. Tomorrow I will create again REST API, but this time I will do REST API with JWT and I will try it MySQL. You can put JWT with MongoDB also, sir. Don't get confused. I will put JWT with MySQL and then we will see it like how that application works so that you will get a knowledge on MySQL backend and this one. After this, we will discuss Git and GitHub also. Okay. We will also discuss Dockers. We will also discuss Kubernetes, some kind of glance. I will give you what is what and all, how the big application works. Then I will give you a glance on system designs like how Netflix works or Amazon works or some different applications works and all. Okay. Then you can start. Sir, believe me, you can actually build your backend now. Whatever the websites you are doing, whatever the things you are building it, now you can actually start. Only authentication. Once you understand tomorrow's class, you can actually build the complete backend. Okay, but the more depth you go, the more depth concepts will be there in the backend. All those depth topics also will be covered in this week. Mostly next week by mid, your course will be over. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, ma? Deployment also will be there. What are solid principles? When we build the application, I will give you glance. What we can use different types of auth in one app like JWT and SSO. You can use it actually. It will be complex, but you can use it. Like for example, Here people are using it. If you see, signing it up, I am using with JWT token. This is JSON token. Also, they are using sign in code. If you give email, automatically email will get it like one OTP, and based on that, they are signing it up. Some websites will have email password and then Google email password and Google will be there. Have you seen that? Like multiple authentications will be there. It's not like only one authentication will be there. Clear, ma? Yeah. That's it for today. Thank you all. We'll meet tomorrow. Yeah. Bye bye.